Assalamu alaikum students. I'm your instructor Adil Raza, and today we look to the previous lecture, and then we will go to attempt some worksheets and some skill sheets to recall our previous knowledge regarding the subject of English. So I suggest you guys to open your textbooks of English grade 9, and it's our unit 2. So we will discuss briefly the previous lecture, and then we will go to the worksheet of that lecture, and then we will assess some previous SLOs of the unit 2 which you guys have learned throughout the time. So let's discuss what was our previous lecture. Our previous lecture was about the SLO of reading, and what we have to read to analyze descriptive and argumentative essay. Give an informed, personal, and analytical response to descriptive and informative text. So I hope that you all have an understanding about the descriptive essays and how to craft a descriptive essay. So kindly recall your knowledge, and we are going to attempt a worksheet regarding descriptive essays, and I hope you all will participate to attempting that worksheet. So let's go to the worksheet of the descriptive essay. So here is the worksheet of this descriptive essay, and what we will do, firstly we will understand what is descriptive essay. So I hope you guys have an understanding about descriptive essays. If anyone have any confusion regarding descriptive essays or descriptive writing, you can raise your hand, unmute your mic, and ask some question. So is there any confusion regarding the descriptive essays or descriptive writing? You can ask. Yes, students or instructors, is there any confusion regarding the descriptive writing or descriptive essays? So as expected, there are no questions regarding the descriptive essays or descriptive writing. So let's go to our worksheet, and we have to attempt worksheets regarding the reading, because we are not supposed to write a descriptive paragraph or descriptive essay. That SLO was SLO of reading, and we just have to read the descriptive text and identify that is descriptive or not. So here is a descriptive paragraph, and what you all have to do, you all have to read this descriptive paragraph and use these transition words and insert these transition words to the blanks where these transitions are needed. So let me clarify that transition words are those words which we use to make our essay coherent, make our descriptive text coherent, make our essay in a chronological order, like firstly, secondly. So these type of transition words make our
Excuse me,
writing
sir.
more interactive. Yes, Al Said
Sir,
Education
kindly
School.
describe the descriptive paragraph.
Descriptive paragraph is a type of paragraph in which you describe some object. You don't expose that object, you describe that piece of thing, that object, that personality. Like if any one of you have read a paragraph on Quaid-e-Azam, so what you will read, you read that Quaid-e-Azam born there, he take education like that, he do degree and this and that. These type of writings are actually supposed as descriptive writings, and those type of paragraphs which describe some personality, some place, some object are supposed as descriptive paragraphs. So I hope you have an understanding of descriptive paragraph. Is there any other question regarding descriptive writing or descriptive paragraphs?
No, sir.
So when you describe some object, when you describe some personality, what you have to follow? You have to follow the chronological order. Like if you are writing an essay on Quaid-e-Azam or Allama Iqbal or any other personality, you have to follow a chronological order. Firstly, you have to start from the let's suppose we can say that where he born and when he born, and then you will talk about his matriculation, his intermediate, and then you will go to the higher studies where he or she took those higher studies. But if you talk about the higher studies firstly, and then you will tell then you will write that he or she borns there, he or she borns in that year. So it will become very confusing. So in descriptive essays, you have to follow the order, you have to follow the coherence, you have to make your paragraph or descriptive writing in a very logical manner. So to maintain that logical manner, what we will do, we follow the transition words. What the transition words do, the transition words will help us to go from one thing to the other thing. Like firstly he does that, then he goes there, then he goes there. So then, firstly, however, but, these all are transition words. So what you have to do, I am asking to the instructor, kindly ask your students to read this passage, and then we will look at the transition words which are mentioned at the end, and then we will try to put these transition words in the places. So let's read the descriptive paragraph and tries to identify where the which transition word is appropriate for the blanks. So let's read it. If I have to choose one thing that is important in my life, it is my notebook computer. It is an Acer notebook running Windows 7. So students, I have tell you that the descriptive essays or descriptive piece of writings are supposed to describe some objects. So here, is it a descriptive essay? Is it a descriptive passage? Yes, it is a descriptive passage, because the passage is describing some sort of notebook, some sort of laptop actually, which is written as notebook in this passage. So that's why it's a descriptive passage, and we will look at how the things will going on. It's a fairly cheap notebook that I bought about 4 years ago. It's black and thin and has rounded edges that are soft and smooth when you pick it up. It's also light enough to me to carry in my backpack. So here is a blank. Let's read the line, and then we will look at the transition words, which transition word is appropriate for this blank. It can do nearly everything I need it to do. So what he can do, which transition word is appropriate? However, in addition, overall, moreover, furthermore, or for example. So let's read it. Secondly, the line was that it's also light enough to me to carry in my backpack, dash, it can do nearly everything I need it to do. So which transition word will goes there? Either it is however, in addition, overall, moreover, furthermore, or for example. So I'm asking from a student, I'm asking from a school, and let me ask from one of you. So the Renaissance School, can you please unmute yourself, and any one of your students can try to answer this question? Yes, the Renaissance School.
Sir, please repeat the question.
I'm repeating the question for the Renaissance School. So we are reading a descriptive paragraph, and we are reading about a notebook computer like a laptop that was running Windows 7. It's a fairly cheap notebook that I bought about 4 years ago. It's a black and thin and has rounded edges that are soft and smooth when you pick it up. It's also light enough for me to carry in my backpack. So here we have to insert a transition word. So what is that transition word which complete this line to qualify the previous text? As I have mentioned that transition words are words which shows the order of the sentence. So either it's however, in addition, overall, moreover, furthermore, for example. So what will be the word there? So Al Said education system are willing to. Yes, Al Said. Is there anyone who is going to answer? However, so let's read. However, it can do nearly everything I need it to do. So students, is it seems appropriate? If we read the previous line, it's also light enough for me to carry in my backpack. However, it can do nearly everything I need it to do. So I don't think so. The however is an appropriate transition word because it don't presents that meaning, because the however means in Urdu is taham. So there we are not making some, we can say that in Urdu the tamheed. So that's why we don't use however there. Yes, Kingway School.
The overall.
Overall. So overall is a transition word which used to conclude something. When everything is sorting out, everything is described, and then you are going to give your final remarks, then you use overall. And there we are in the mid of the passage, in the mid of the paragraph. We are not at the end of the paragraph. So that's why the overall is also not the right answer. Yes, Al Said school system, RYK, the girls.
moreover.
Moreover. So yes, moreover can be a appropriate transition word for there. Let's suppose we can read that. Moreover, it can do nearly everything I need to do, because previously it's also light enough. He or she who is writing the paragraph is actually describing the benefits of that notebook, how that notebook helps him or her. So that's why here we will insert moreover, like it's also light enough for me to carry in my backpack. Moreover, it can do nearly everything I need to do. So moreover is the right answer. So what next? Dash, I can create documents, design new pages on my websites, make recordings and download TV shows. So in the previous line, there was a transition words moreover which was used. So now in this line, I can create documents, design new pages on my websites, make recordings and download TV shows. So what will goes there? Which transition word goes there? Yes, Al Said school system girls, they are
Overall.
overall. No, not overall, because it's not the conclusion of the passage, it's not the ending of the passage. The overall comes at the end of the passage. It is used to conclude something. Yes, the knowledge school. Any student from the knowledge school?
Sir, for example.
For example. So let's read with the for example. So in the previous lines, what the writer was doing, the writer was telling the benefits of the notebook computer, and he was saying that it's so light enough to me to carry in my backpack. Moreover, it can do nearly everything I need to do. For example, I can create documents, design new pages on my websites. Yes, you are right. For example is a appropriate transition word which we can put there, because he was making a claim that he can nearly do anything, everything which he want to do. So these are actually the examples of those tasks which he can do using the laptop, using that notebook. That's why here the transition word for example will arise, because he gave some examples of the task, of the action which he can do through the laptop. So let's read further. Moreover, it can do nearly everything I need it to do. For example, I can create documents, design new pages on my websites, make recordings and download TV shows. So there is another blank. Too many files I have saved for my works. It contains a lot of photos and music. So what will comes there? In the third blank, yes, the little stars. The Little Star schools. Any one of you can tell me what comes in the third blank? Yes, the King Educare campus girls. Can you please tell
Excuse
me?
me, sir.
Yes.
In addition is the right answer.
Sir,
In
furthermore.
furthermore. So there are two transition words from the kids educare, in addition, and from the little stars, furthermore. So let's read with both transition words and find out which seems more appropriate. So in addition to many files, so in addition is not appropriate, it's not seeming appropriate. In addition to many files I have saved for my work, it contains a lot of photos and music. So in addition is not seeming appropriate. So what was the other one? Furthermore. Furthermore to many files I have saved for my work, it contains a lot of photos and music. So anyone there who can tell which seems better, furthermore or in addition or anything else? Yes, any other school? Kamran Public School. What's the answer from you? Yes, Kamran Public School, Tonsa.
Sir, furthermore.
Furthermore. Yes, any other school? The Kingway group of schools. Is there any answer from you?
Overall, sir.
Overall? No, overall is not. Overall is not. Because overall is used for concluding remarks. It's a transition word which brings the talk, which brings the case towards its conclusion. Yes, Allied School, RYK. Yes, the Allied School, Rahim Yar Khan. Is there any answer from you? Kindly unmute yourself and then give an answer. The JTN school. Yes, yes.
सर हमें समझ नहीं आ रही.
क्या समझ नहीं आ रही, आप पूछ सकते हैं.
सर ट्रांसलेट करें उर्दू में, हमें इतना समझ नहीं आ रही.
चले मैं आपको समझा देता हूं. There,
However or furthermore.
so the JTN school is saying that however and furthermore.
Or furthermore.
However and furthermore. So there the accurate transition word is furthermore, not the however, because however don't qualifies there, like however to many files. So it's not seems logical. Furthermore is the word. Furthermore to many files I have saved for my work, it contains a lot of photos and music. So here is the fourth blank. It's not a perfect computer. So we have read that blank, it's not a perfect computer. So in the previous some lines we are making a case, we are telling some benefits, some utilities of the notebook, of the laptop computer. So what we have to insert there? It's the first demerit, it's the first we can say that the disadvantage or the bad thing about that computer, that notebook which the writer is mentioning. So what is the transition word which we have to insert there? What's that transition word? Any one of you can tell me? Yes, students. So Al Hayan Grammar School, do you want to tell? Yes, Al Hayan Grammar School, do you want to tell? However. Al Hayan Grammar School, however.
Sorry.
So Al Hayan Grammar School is telling that however is the word. So yes, there the however is right. There the however is right because however is used to make some negative remark with a lot of positive remarks. So there firstly he make a negative remark, that's why there we will put however, like that computer is very important. That computer does many things. However, it is not a perfect computer. So he is not supposing that, he is not prompting that that's a perfect computer. That's why, because there is a contrast, there she or he is telling some sort of, we can say that the demerit. That's why the however will use there. It crashed a few years ago, and since then it's been much slower. So now he or she is telling the reason why that notebook, why that computer is not a perfect computer. So let's find out further. So there is the fifth blank. It has downloaded some programs that I hate. So what will comes there? However, in addition, overall, moreover, furthermore, for example. So let me explain the case. He explained some utilities, some benefits of the notebook computer. Then he or she said that, however, it's not a perfect computer because it crashed some years ago and now it don't work perfectly. It is a very slow computer, and now he is telling the second cause why that computer, why that notebook, why that laptop is not a perfect computer. So when someone tells one reason and then he or she has to tell the second one or some additional reason, so which transition word will works there? Anyone from all the schools can tell which transition word is appropriate? Yes, the Usman Ideal High Schools. Is there any answer from you? Camera को इस पे shift करो. Yes, the Usman Ideal High School. Unmute yourself and then you can give the answer. Yes, yes, Usman Ideal High School. Your voice is not much clear. You can text there. Yes, any other school? The Little Stars Model School from Shekhupura.
In addition.
In addition, yes, that's right answer. Because when someone is telling the reasons, why he or she don't like that computer, why that notebook is not a perfect computer, he has tell one reason and then he is going to tell us the second reason. That's why here the word in addition arrives. In addition, it has downloaded some programs that I hate. I don't know how to get rid of them. Now there is the sixth blank. This computer is pretty reliable, convenient, and allows me to work anywhere I go. So students, here is the final call. Here is the concluding sentence. Can anyone tell which transition word will comes there? Yes, students? Any student from the knowledge school? There is a hand raised from the knowledge school. Is there any student willing to give an answer? Overall. So here the overall comes, which is, I think so, the most favorite transition word of all the students. So because there the writer is concluding these paragraphs, that's why he used overall. This computer is pretty reliable, convenient, and allows me to work anywhere I go. So this is a descriptive paragraph. This is how descriptive writing goes. In the descriptive paragraph, you can describe some object, some personality, some place, something. You can also describe some emotion as well. So here we have another example, and I ask from the teachers, kindly let the students read this example and insert the descriptive words. Now we don't have to put the transition words. We have to put the descriptive words. Descriptive words which are actually adjective based words, which used to describe something, which used to we can say that the same work which the adjectives do, they actually describe something like colored, tired, special, atmosphere, aroma, green. So they all are actually the adjectives. So adjectives are actually considered as the descriptive words which used to describe different things, objects, and they are actually the lifeblood of any descriptive writing. So I'm asking from the teachers, from the instructors of the schools, kindly let your students do this activity. All the students have to read this passage and then have to insert the appropriate descriptive word on the places. So there you all have some time. Conduct this activity with your class. If there are any question, you can ask from me. Any confusion regarding the activity, you can ask from me. Yes, from any instructor, is there any issue or is there any confusion regarding the question? Yes, Kamran Public School, what's the question? Yes, Al Said Education System, is there any question?
Sir, please tell me difference between furthermore and in addition.
Kindly repeat your question. I am unable to understand. Your voice is not much clear.
Between furthermore and in addition.
Can you please text your question because I am unable to understand. Kindly text your message in the Zoom. In the Zoom chat, kindly text your question, sorry. Is there any question? Any other question?
Sir, tell me difference between in addition and furthermore.
I'm not understanding. You are asking in addition, furthermore, the difference between them?
Yes, tell me furthermore and in addition.
So in addition is used to give some extra information, and furthermore is also most of the time used in specified cases. When we use in addition, you necessarily have to give some particular examples, and then you want to add just one thing which you have missed by chance or missed by your choice, then you use in addition. And when you use furthermore, there is a lot of examples. You can insert many examples after using furthermore. So most of the time when you use in addition, you will insert one example or thing like that. And when you use furthermore, you can explain a lot of examples and lot of facts and lot of figures, lot of arguments for which will support your topic sentence. So this is the primary issue. They are primarily same. Instinctively they both do the same thing. They both are used to enlarge the argument, enlarge the example, but furthermore have a larger scope. So students, is it clear? Yes, Al Said Education System, is it clear? Thank you. So students, the paragraph is very much visible on the board. I am asking from instructors to let the students do this activity.